jump. Welcome to the frequency, my friends. This is a powerful one. I got a lot to say here, gonna keep it quick, but we're gonna dive into rhythm, my friends. This principle of the universe holds master keys for living life, fulfillment, satisfaction, and true manifestation, my friends. So, man, there's a lot to cover here, but everything I've been learning lately has to do or falls under this principle of rhythm, right? And it's one of the most major lessons I will ever take away from life. My friends, we're about to get into revealing your inner rhythm. This is the voice of your child and how he dances through life. The whole question is, my friends, how do you dance through life? How do you take the hard times and the good times? How do you respond and react to situations? You see, my friends, your fulfillment during the day, what you do, and most importantly, how you do it, right, is determined by the rhythm you are following, the rhythm you have set, okay? So this rhythm that you're moving to, if you notice people out here, a lot of them carry a very frantic rhythm, one that is not aligned with their inner rhythm nor the outer rhythm. They are literally acting out of like this false, chaotic dance that stutters, that stops, that's resisting everything they love, right? And that's that rat race frantic mentality that's busy. Or the other one would be like one of consumption, where you're always reaching for something. How you're feeling is what moves you, right? Not the rhythm you are walking through life. So we're going to talk about the natural rhythm of Earth, right? Your inner rhythm, how to be as you are, how to walk through life fluid like Bruce Lee, like water, my friends, and dance, because this is everything. This is really what we all need to realize, meditate upon, and take the keys away from that will change your life, period. So, okay. My friends, your rhythm, your inner, let's start with the outer rhythm, the natural rhythm of Earth. Yo, what happens when the sun rises in the morning? If you go sit in nature, like Henry David Thoreau and Walden, right? The birds start chirping right at dawn. The animals wake up. There's a massive celebration with the sunrise. It is a celebration of creation. It is joy of rebirth, right? The glory of the sun cresting that horizon and rising to its zenith. My friends, every hour has a rhythm. And you know, the animals out here, they don't wake up and either are unhappy or constantly like seeking or reaching for the thing that's gonna, make them feel okay. The animals wake up and they're alive with life. They're excited. They're in celebration and jubilation for a new day, right? They can't wait to go do what they do. You see, in our world, we work. We don't do what we love, right? Like doing is working. It's this hard thing that, you gotta force yourself to do it. And it's because we're operating on fucked up rhythms. We've been programmed with bullshit rhythms. So to get back into the celebration of life, to get back into dwelling, in that peace, that ease at the sunset, right? And going into, like, every hour has a rhythm, right? And right here, if you can just let go for a moment, right? Sit with yourself, feel it out, and tap into your inner rhythm, my friends, the rhythm of the heart. The rhythm of the heart is what unifies your mind and your intellect, right? With your body and earthly power and physical being, right? So when you can actually align with your inner natural rhythm, most importantly, all these things that we had trouble letting go of just vanish. All bullshit in your life vanishes, right? And furthermore, my friends, rhythm is the key to power. Why? Because rhythm is what allows for massive momentum. You see, my friends, when it's all stop and go, when it's work and resisting, when, you're not operating out of a place of compassion, and the heart, right? But you're in this ego. What can I get? You know, how is this going to make me feel better? Is this going to give me pleasure? Oh, I'm going to resist this pain. You know, if your heart's calling you to go into the forest and just sit with yourself for a bit, like, are you going to listen to that? But if you can operate out of the rhythm of your heart, my friends, and dance through life, whoa, everything changes, because how you react to each situation. When that blockage comes up to doing something, how about that car hits your car, the traffic light's broken, you know, someone's yelling at you, you lost your job? Are you just, you know, oh, spin around there, take that downbeat, you know, do a little front flip over that barrier? How are you dancing? You got to see, like, imagine this, like, simulate this in your mind. You are on an obstacle course that is life, that is each day, right? How do you dance through that shit? It's a movement, right? Most people are like, and then they're like, sit down, and they're crying, and then they're like shaking, and they're frantic over here, and then they think they got over. It's like, yo, quiet down. Listen and dance. How are you dancing to life and through life? So when you can dance at the tune of your heart for extended periods of time, right? You're physically powerful, you are vibing, you're tapped into the truth of your nature, right? And you're listening. Oof. When you can do this, momentum is immense. And this is where actual happiness comes from, my friends. Happiness don't come from seeking happiness. Purpose doesn't come from seeking purpose. It all comes from dancing at the truth of your nature. Period. You know, think about an animal out here. They don't get happy when they find some grass to feed on. Nah, they're happy like just the day because of what they do, by fulfilling goals, by getting what they need, right? They're at ease, they're at peace. So dance at the rhythm of your heart. Let's see. Okay. So the true enjoyment of being, my friends, I had the most massive blockages for the past few years because of what high school work did to me. Where it was like, you know, work is this thing that's like difficult and you gotta like get yourself motivated to do it, right? And this like really wrecked my psychology, where all of a sudden like I am like stopping and stuttering throughout the whole day. You know, nothing's flowing, nothing's easy, gotta force myself to do everything, right? And the only joy I get is when I consume shit, or like I feed off other people or something. Nah, my friends, true joy of being, enjoyment of doing, comes from an in-tune rhythm, okay? So, what separates you from the truth of your rhythm, my friends, is A, not honoring yourself. In this world where you are literally chained to a million fucking things, right? And these people expect you to be this way, and you have to be here at this time, right? And you gotta, like, nah. It takes you away from honoring yourself, but you can overcome this, right? And still act out of a place that, although it's painful, spirit can still move within you. You can still dance. Really think about each moment as a dance, my friends. Because how you, right here, my friends, how you take this moment determines your state and how you take the next one, right? So this is so crucial. It's so crucial. Rhythm and momentum is the key to life. Rhythm and momentum is the key to life. The Fibonacci is literally unfolded due to rhythm and momentum, okay? And each moment. What was I gonna say there? Ooh. Yeah, each moment leading to the next one. Oh yeah, my friends, power. To be truly powerful, to hold immense energy, it is to not even for a moment, give it up. What does that really mean? Think about it. To be truly powerful is not for a moment to stutter. It is to sing, even when you, like, everything's, it is to sing through all of it, to dance through all of it, not for a moment to give up your power. I remember, my friends, like, I get into states of truly, like, profound thoughts and states of being at night, right? Where I'm compassionate, I'm loving. Maybe I'm with people and I'm just so at ease, such peace, right? But like once they leave for a moment, I have a moment to myself and like I take stock of how I'm feeling, kind of like what I want, what I'm doing, and I start like judging and analyzing these things, right? Then all of a sudden like I want something, or I'm like, then how I'm speaking to these people changes because I'm like going for something or trying to get something out of it, right? It's when the ego steps in, it fucks up the rhythm, right? And you lost your power. Power builds, but it can be taken away in a moment, right? This is why, like, it would be amazing the day I can dance the whole day and wake up and commune with the mother, get practical shit done without thought, without resisting it, without hating what I'm doing, but just doing it fully and being present with it, right? And going to the next thing, going on to creating things. Oh, good, we're still going. Yeah, going on to creating things without any resistance to it, just love for doing it, enjoyment. Furthermore, things that take you off rhythm. My friends, people blast themselves out here. We love the highest highs. We want to go to the very end, right? And like we hold on to it once we get there. And this is what creates hell in your life, my friends. That song I was playing at the beginning by Parra for Cuva is the natural rhythm of nature. Nature is this steady tune that is just slightly alkaline in its alkaline acidic, duality, if you want to think about it that way. Nature vibrates at this rhythm that is just, at peace and in enjoyment, contentment with doing. It's not seeking to feel like fucking, like way up there, nor does it fall way down here. It's even, it's steady. Think about that. The second thing that really breaks rhythm, my friends, is addiction to pleasure, right? And avoidance of pain. This is a massive, massive key to everyone here. My friends, life ebbs and flows. It speeds up, it slows down. It gets hot, it gets cold, okay? So when you are called into the darkness, will you go with the wave, right? It's a sine wave we're riding. You can pick your sine wave, but when you're called down, are you still clutching what you just had in that last moment? Because if you are, all of a sudden your frequency gets off, your tune gets off, right? Because you're trying to hold on to the last moment that was pleasurable to you, right? And then you're resisting the downward. You're resisting going into nature, sitting with yourself, revealing like that inner child, communing with the soul, right? Reflection, introspection, like sobriety, right? We love the festival life. We love, we're surrounded by people, we're singing, we're dancing, beautiful girls, good booze, good weed. We love that shit, don't we? But after that festival, when you're called back into the wild by yourself to be alone, right? Are you gonna resist that? Like, are you gonna go out into the city at night and go search for a girl or some fun? That leads to the most unsatisfaction in life, my friends, because you are chasing something. You are reaching for something that is not aligned with the truth of your rhythm right then. Stop reaching. Start surrendering. Surrender to the rhythm within and let that commune with the bigger rhythm without, right? Surrender, my friends. Let them merge. Furthermore, on that downward rhythm, my friends, where you're healing, where you're integrating, where you're becoming, that's the growth happens in the darkness, right? Then we celebrate the light. When you're on that, go into it fully. My friends, doing fully and living holy. Don't avoid pain. In fact, embrace that shit, because pain is always followed by joy, by ease and flow, right? We must remove this obsession with pleasure and this resistance to pain that makes you into Pavlov's dog, and you are constantly reaction and at the mercy of life. You are not vibing with life. You are not in a partnership with nature. Nature is no longer sustaining you. You are not provided for because you are not nature itself. Nature, the universe, gives you everything you need. if you fucking vibe with it. But if you're not the universe's friend, if you're resisting every rhythm, clutching those fleeting moments when you finally get to the peak for a second, right? And then the whole rest of it sucks, my friends, you need to take a step back. You need to take a step back and look at this life. If you are resisting rhythm, if you are not flowing with the rhythm, it is because you have not attained perspective where you see the whole. See the whole, my friends. This wisdom is revealed through experience, and think about it along these lines is very key. Don't resist the downbeat, right? Because then you're not going to make it to the next upbeat. And the more fully you embrace the loneliness, the more fully you can create space for sorrow, the more fully you can create space to be as you are, right? And listen. And even if that rhythm makes you is full of pain and sorrow, right? The more fully you can embrace that rhythm, the more fully you can glide on the line, my friends, and unwind the ties that bind thee to time. Rhythm is the key to time travel. Literally. So on this note here, I was thinking about this, is that time, people say time isn't linear, and just for this right here, think about it as just a line, it's a linear. But how we perceive time, how we experience it is not linear. You see, my friends, when you're at a when you're at a rhythm that is like so fucking animated, you're actually too erratic, you're like over the top ecstasy, you're on MDMA, whatever it is, right? Time's flying. But when it slows down all of a sudden, when your rhythm hits that downbeat, all of a sudden it's like every moment, it's like, My friends, if you dance to the rhythm, if you're dancing to the rhythm and moving and grooving through the obstacles of life, time no longer exists. You see, time started to exist for me when I was trapped inside of a box that they sent me to get indoctrinated. And I would just watch the clock because I was so fucking bored, and I couldn't dance with nature. I couldn't draw or do what I wanted to, right? This is how they separated you from your heart and the truth of your nature, right? So when they separated you from the truth of your nature, now time is your enemy. Time never existed before that. Okay. So, my friends, you do not have the power. You really don't have the power. Well, to substantially change how you feel right now in any lasting, truthful way. Except your power to choose what rhythm you will dance to today. This is probably one of the most master keys of the video, my friends. Choose the rhythm. And then you will create how you feel. You know in the Emerald Tablets how Thoth talks about standing at the cause of thy life, right? And watching the effects unfold around you. It is to be at the center of the wheel. The center of the wheel. Where all things turn around, right? You gotta pick the center, okay? And that's your rhythm. So choose what rhythm you will dance to the rest of this day. Think about this, really, actually. Don't fuck with me. After this video, think and consciously choose, create the intention of this is how you're gonna go through life. That rhythm will create how you feel an hour from now, period, right? Because if you get in a rhythm that is, you know what, I'm okay. I'm in the flow of things. You know what, I'm just gonna give love. I'm not looking for shit right now. I ain't looking for girls, for drugs, for parties, for, the next video. I'm just gonna give love. I'm gonna be here now. Right? And I'm gonna go talk to him. Consciously create the intent of how you're gonna live, how you're gonna be. This. Well, it's literally like a Faraday cage against the fucked up frequencies and rhythms going on all around you. Because if you can be powerful and create momentum in a good rhythm, in a true rhythm, right? All of a sudden, something that would throw someone else for a fucking loop. All of a sudden, they'd be shouting and crying and getting angry, right? And it would ruin their whole day. Maybe they got, like, I don't know, their next vacation got canceled or some shit, right? You would just be like, step around that. Oh, next opportunity comes through the door. You're provided for. It's like, we'd be taken care of out here. Remember that. Build that trust. Dance to life. Choose your rhythm. You have the power to choose how you dance. You do not have the power to choose events in your life. You have the power to choose how you take life. And how you take life is a measure of your rhythm. How are you going to take life, my friends? So, what song are you, just a recap in this video, my friends. What song are you singing? What song were you singing today? Singing yesterday, right? And how fully were you dancing? You know, you can sing a song and it stutters and it's kind of soft and it's not, your heart's not in it. No one likes to listen to music like that. People like to listen to music where they lay it down the fucking line. My friends, create a rhythm that is powerful. Create a rhythm that they feel coming 100 miles away. Create a rhythm that is like the sun dancing across the sky. Be strong in your rhythm and never lose your strength, not for a moment. Not for a moment of lust, not for a moment of consumption. A moment of ego kills the rhythm. The next thing. All things are in motion. All things are moving down a line. The rhythm you choose is the trajectory through life. Like I said, you cannot choose or have power over the events that happen to you. You choose the road through them. You choose how to take it, okay? So, the motion of life, you are in control. Rhythm is the key to enjoyment of being and enjoyment of doing. If you have resistance to creating and doing things you love, you must tap into a rhythm. It is not about building energy towards doing or creating that. It is about dancing. Imagine the life where that resistance didn't exist. Imagine the state of being where flipping on a video and talking for 20 minutes is no fucking problem. You're already in that flow. You're already on that fucking page. Set that rhythm. Be the rhythm. Are you fighting? Are you fighting your rhythm? My friends, this is what I've done my whole life. And I'll continue to do it until I master this shit. But, yo, when you are called, let's say you're addicted to a fuck ton of shit. You've been distracting yourself. You've been consuming all the goodies, right? You need a moment of silence, a week of fasting, some nature, some downtime. But especially when we're coming off these highs, we're on top of that fucking mountain, right? And we know we need to go back into the darkness. We avoid it. When you avoid it, my friends, you actually take steps backwards. You break rhythm, you lose momentum, you create all the fuckery in your life by resisting the flow of things. To not resist the flow of things is to attain a higher perspective. It's to see why and see the value of the darkness. To embrace pain, embrace uncomfortability fully, right? Because uncomfortability is the only fucking teacher. If you want to grow, if you want to become, if you want to attain things in life, if you want to have, hit the highest levels of spiritual attainment, it is in your mastery of perspective and how fully you embrace all of it. My friends, I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all. Give thanks, give gratitude. You are provided for if you forgive yourself, be yourself, and dance with the music of life, baby. Final thing is, there's a natural rhythm going on out here, and it is steady. It is slightly alkaline, just like your blood. It is slightly content, happy. It is slightly upbeat, right? Don't seek the high. Don't fucking go on this huge pendulum of you're way over here, and then you're way over here, and then you're way over here. You'll not make it anywhere with that kind of erratic motion. Fulfillment, greatness, Manifestation doesn't come from anything but a powerful, strong rhythm that you consciously created as your trajectory to the top of the mountain. Don't fight the flow. Go with the flow. And also, overcome your pain and pleasure, addictions and avoidance. Become a fixed pillar. Don't be Pavlov's dog on this bitch, because this world has trained you in fucked up ways, in fucked up frequencies, in fucked up rhythms. This is why the music be chaotic. Right? So go with the flow. And really attaining a perspective back, a broader perspective, where you're seeing each part, where you are feeling the pleasure, you're feeling the pain, but you are not the pain. You are not losing yourself in the pleasure, right? You are one and moving and dancing with it. Okay, my friends, this was the 5th Hermetic law, the principle of rhythm, master keys to life and enjoyment of doing. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all you guys. My friends, things are accelerating tremendously out here. We about to be on all, like, whole new levels. We're talking tribe, we're talking world change, and we're talking personal transformation. The time is ripe, the time is now. It's time to harvest the seeds you have planted, my friends. Let's have a harvest festival, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, if you get value from what I do here, if you enjoyed this video, really consider supporting me on PayPal or Patreon. I was just doing shit on the internet the other day, and I was finding like all these like websites, and they wanted you to pay $10 to $20 per spiritual lecture or like gnosis talk they had. I'm just like, what? There's like, yeah, that's like the common thing for, you know, spiritual communities to ask for a $20 donation per video, and I'm just like, shit, I give this shit for free. But my friends, if you want to help me help you, if you want to rise and move this momentum forward, really think about giving back so you receive greater and more. And furthermore, my friends, that's a measure of your rhythm, what you give or what you're looking to take. My friends, when I am in a state of just giving love, like I was at this festival and at one point I was like looking for girls, I was like, you know, chasing like what I thought the festival should be like. Then I just gave up on that, and I realized the fucking flaws, and there's an older man sitting next to me, man. I just hit it off with him. You know, just giving him. He introduces me to his 3 nieces. Give love, my friends. Give what you can back. Thank you. And furthermore, I do have a Patreon. It's kind of getting going over there. I have a great archive of exclusives, and really appreciate all of you. Drop a comment, because you guys help guide and co-evolve this channel. Drop a comment what you want to dive into, what you enjoyed, and the rhythm, or what you like got insight from this video on. And furthermore, like this video, helps it get seen. Easy way to give back, just hit the fucking like button and share this with one friend who it will help transform. My friends, this is a movement. This is a movement. It starts with your movement. Create your dance so that we can have a powwow together, you know. Yeah, we're gonna have a powwow, and the gods will bow down, because we are all around, and the tribe went underground, and now we are gonna rise and rebound like the morning sunrise. Wow, what a sound. That's a sound. Yeah, I'm bound away now, but thanks for watching. Peace.